of a sudden?
I'm sorry. You want to know the year?
What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far, far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting.
Lies of P. Overture is an upcoming prequel expansion to the acclaimed action RPG, Lies of P. Set in the city of Krat during its final days of late 19th century Belle Epoque beauty, the game explores the events leading up to the Puppet Frenzy Massacre. Players will follow a legendary stalker, a mysterious guide, through untold stories and chilling secrets. As Geppetto's deadly puppet, you'll journey through Krat and its surroundings, uncover hidden backstories, and face epic battles that shape the past and future of Lies of P. The expansion is expected to launch in summer 2025 on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 5 Pro.
I swear we'll be late. Not again.
Lose her! Tires are out! Proceeding on foot! I'm coming to you now! The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning! They're attacking us! Remember this. Diaz! Showtime!
I have these gaps inside my head.
Satellite gives us a 10-minute window.
MindsEye is an upcoming narrative-driven, single-player action-adventure thriller developed by Build a Rocket Boy and published by IO Interactive. Set in the near-future fictional desert city of Red Rock, the game explores themes of artificial intelligence, high-tech experimentation, corporate espionage, political corruption, and unchecked military power. Players assume the role of Jacob Diaz, a former soldier fitted with a mysterious neural implant known as the MindsEye. Haunted by fragmented memories and flashbacks of a covert mission, Jacob embarks on dangerous missions to uncover the secrets of his past. The gameplay features strategic combat, high-speed driving, and immersive storytelling. MindsEye is scheduled to launch in summer 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. The game was recently showcased during Sony's State of Play event, where new gameplay and cinematic trailers were unveiled.
I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
No one knows how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left. That was a fatal mistake.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces.
Tides of Annihilation is an upcoming single-player action-adventure game developed by Eclipse Glow Games. The game blends modern-day London with Arthurian legend, creating a unique setting where players navigate a city transformed by an otherworldly invasion. Players assume the role of Gwendolyn, the sole survivor of this invasion, who possesses the ability to summon spectral knights of the Round Table. These knights assist in combat, each offering unique abilities that can be strategically utilized to overcome various challenges. The game features a dynamic combat system, allowing players to command over 10 legendary knights, each inspired by Arthurian lore. Combining their powers enables the execution of cooperative attacks and personalized battle strategies. The narrative is deeply rooted in Arthurian legend, with players exploring both a distorted modern London and a medieval fantasy realm. The objective is to uncover hidden truths, save Gwendolyn's family, and determine the fate of two intertwined worlds. Tides of Annihilation is set to release on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store. While a specific release date has not been announced, the game was recently showcased during Sony's State of Play event.
Even if the price is my soul.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission. No escape.
Ninja Gaiden 4, the latest installment in the renowned action-adventure series, is slated for release in fall 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. The game will be available on Xbox Game Pass from day one. Co-developed by Team Ninja and Platinum Games, Ninja Gaiden 4 introduces a new protagonist named Yakumo, while also featuring the series' iconic hero, Ryu Hayabusa, in a significant role. Set in a near-future Tokyo overrun by demonic forces, players will navigate a cyberpunk-inspired environment, engaging in high-speed, challenging combat that the series is known for. In addition to the main storyline, the game offers various modes, including single-player and multiplayer options, catering to a wide range of player preferences. As part of the Year of the Ninja initiative, the developers have also released Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, a remastered version of the 2008 classic, now available on Xbox Series XS, PC, and PlayStation 5.
So you've come, Raven.
Back off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Let's see your best then, eh? Swordplay is a game of strength. Winning is what matters. And you can bring as many friends as you want. Not good. What got them so riled up?
The upcoming Onimusha game was officially announced at the Game Awards 2024. It is a fresh addition to the classic Capcom series, marking its return after nearly 2 decades. While details are scarce, the teaser trailer showcased a blend of samurai action and supernatural elements, a hallmark of the franchise. The visuals seem to highlight the mix of feudal Japan aesthetics with dark fantasy elements. The game is in early development, so a release date or platforms haven't been confirmed yet.
Last winter, we were up on Farewell Ridge. We're watching the freaks.
Players who already own the original Days Gone on PlayStation 4 can upgrade to the remastered version for $10, while new players can purchase it for $49.99 USD. Days Gone Remastered is set to launch on April 25, 2025, for PlayStation 5 and PC. This enhanced version of the original game offers improved graphics, new game modes, and additional features to provide both new and returning players with a fresh experience. The remaster boasts improved graphical fidelity, increased foliage draw distance, and enhanced shadow and lighting quality. Players can choose between quality mode for higher resolution or performance mode for smoother frame rates. Experience immersive gameplay with the DualSense controller's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, simulating sensations like the rumble of Deacon's bike and the resistance of various weapons. A survival arcade mode where players face larger hordes and additional enemies, aiming for high scores while enduring escalating challenges offers the ultimate challenge by requiring players to complete the story without dying. Failure means starting over from the beginning or a designated checkpoint, depending on the chosen setting. Encourages players to complete the game story as quickly as possible, with tools to track and share completion times.
This world. This moment.
Housemarque, the acclaimed developer behind Returnal, has announced their next project, Saros, set to release in 2026 for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro. In Saros, players will assume the role of Arjun Devraj, a Solitary enforcer portrayed by Rahul Kohli, known for his roles in Midnight Mass and The Fall of the House of Usher. The game is set on the off-world colony of Carcosa, which is shrouded under an ominous eclipse. Arjun's mission is to uncover the mysteries of this haunting environment and find the person he's searching for. Building upon the core gameplay introduced in Returnal, Saros offers a key distinction: permanent resources and progression. Each death in the game presents a changed world, but players can permanently upgrade their loadout with an evolving set of weapons and suit enhancements, ensuring that every death contributes to becoming stronger. Lost Soul aside, is an action RPG developed by Ultazero Games and published by Eureka Studio. It's a highly anticipated title, particularly because it began as a solo project by one developer, Yang Bing, and has since grown into a more extensive team effort. Here's what we know about it. The game boasts a fast-paced, combo-driven combat system, heavily inspired by Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy XV. Players control the protagonist, Kay, in a world filled with fantastical creatures and epic battles. Kay can wield a variety of weapons and magical abilities to fight enemies. Lost Soul Aside has garnered attention for its breathtaking visuals, particularly the character models and fluid combat animations.
Will tear into the neck of the aged lion.
For years, I faced unrelenting fury, made countless sacrifices. And the result of my devotion was betrayal.
The first Berseker, Khazan, is an action RPG set in a dark fantasy world, developed by Prime Matter and the Parasite. The game draws heavily from Norse mythology, telling the story of Khazan, a Berserker warrior who must navigate a brutal world filled with supernatural foes and moral choices. The game emphasizes visceral melee combat with a variety of weapons and abilities, reflecting Khazan's Berserker rage. The narrative is deeply rooted in Viking lore, featuring legendary creatures and gods as both allies and adversaries. The game's release date and additional gameplay details are still under wraps, but it has sparked excitement for its mature themes and gritty depiction of Norse mythology.
I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake? We are the sons of the boss!
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive!
A host of sorrows, and you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing...
Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, is an upcoming remake of the 2004 classic Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, developed by Konami. The game is scheduled for release in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, and Windows platforms. The remake aims to preserve the original game's core narrative and gameplay while introducing significant enhancements in graphics and immersion, utilizing Unreal Engine 5 to deliver a modernized experience. Set during the Cold War, players control a young big boss, known as Naked Snake, on a mission to rescue a defecting Soviet scientist and thwart a nuclear threat. The game is renowned for its intricate storyline, stealth mechanics, and survival elements, such as hunting for food and treating injuries.
A world war.
An ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted...
Status report.
Looks like it penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either. What is that?
You feeling alright?
It's like my body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't...
Directive 8020 is an upcoming sci-fi horror game by Supermassive Games, known for their narrative-driven horror experiences like Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures Anthology. It was announced as the first entry in the Dark Pictures Anthology, Season 2, continuing the studio's tradition of interactive storytelling with branching choices and deep horror elements. Directive 8020 takes place in a futuristic, sci-fi setting, marking a shift from the typical supernatural and historical horror themes seen in previous games. The teaser suggests that the story follows a group of astronauts on a deep space mission to colonize a new planet. However, things take a terrifying turn when paranoia, isolation, and an unknown alien threat begin to consume the crew. The game appears to lean into psychological and cosmic horror, possibly influenced by films like Alien or Event Horizon. It will follow the signature Supermassive formula: interactive storytelling, player choices that drastically impact the narrative, and cinematic horror elements. Assassin's Creed Shadows is an upcoming title in the Assassin's Creed franchise. While official details remain sparse, rumors suggest it may delve into new historical settings and gameplay innovations. It is expected to retain the series' hallmark stealth and parkour mechanics while potentially introducing fresh narrative elements. Assassin's Creed Shadows, set for release on February 14, 2025, takes the series to feudal Japan during the late Sengoku period, 1579. The game features two intertwined protagonists, Neo, a shinobi assassin from Iga province, and Yasuke, the legendary African samurai. The narrative explores themes of loyalty, betrayal, and cultural conflict as they navigate a land dominated by Oda Nobunaga's efforts to unify Japan amidst the backdrop of foreign influence and civil war.
Our people deserve to be freed of the oppressor's grasp.
Vengeance is a lonely path now, Believe me, there are other ways to heal. People here. What are you doing in here? You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant. That's where it all went wrong.
Hey up, stranger. Not saying you were on this stretch before?
The protocol force is here to protect.
New faces often mean trouble, and yet they may bring new opportunities too. Certain death if you choose to enter the woods.
What's on your mind, dear?
Come into the light where I can see you.
Atomfall is an upcoming single-player survival action game set in post-war Britain, 5 years after the Windscale nuclear disaster in northern England. Developed by Rebellion, it features an eerie and atmospheric world blending British folk horror elements with a retro sci-fi vibe. Players will explore a fictional quarantine zone filled with mysticism, cults, rogue government agencies, and strange characters. The game focuses on survival mechanics, including scavenging, crafting, bartering, and combat. Atomfall integrates light RPG elements, such as skill trees and interaction-based character development. It will be available on March 27, 2025, with early access for Deluxe and Quarantine Edition pre-orders. The game is set to launch on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC, Steam and Epic Games Store. It will also be a day one release on Xbox Game Pass. Atomfall's setting and storyline aim to immerse players in a tense, narrative-driven experience that combines elements of folk horror and classic sci-fi inspirations, such as Doctor Who and the Day of the Triffids. Metal Eden is an upcoming adrenaline-fueled sci-fi first-person shooter developed by Raycon Games, the studio behind the 2017 title Ruiner. Scheduled for release on May 6, 2025, the game will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC via Steam. In Metal Eden, players assume the role of ASK, an advanced battle android known as a hypermechanic, where ASK can extract energy cores from enemies using a gravity beam. These cores can be utilized in various ways, including being thrown at adversaries to cause explosions or consumed to enhance ASK's abilities, such as melee attacks, mobility, or survivability. Visually, Metal Eden showcases a dystopian future with brutalist and monolithic environments, drawing comparisons to titles like Doom and Ghostrunner due to its fast-paced action and parkour elements.
Watch out!
You're right.
It only attacks when...
It's coming!
Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 is an upcoming reactive turn-based RPG from Sandfall Interactive, scheduled for release in spring 2025. The game combines traditional turn-based mechanics with real-time actions, such as dodging, parrying, and timed attacks, to create a dynamic combat experience. It will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC, Steam, and Epic Games Store, with day one availability on Xbox Game Pass set in a surreal world inspired by France's Belle Époque. The story follows Expedition 33, a group of adventurers tasked with stopping the Paintress, whose annual paintings determine the age at which people vanish. The narrative focuses on themes of mortality and camaraderie as the group, led by characters like Gustav, voiced by Charlie Cox, embarks on a final quest before their time runs. OU players can explore beautiful, perilous locales, engage in combat enhanced by reaction-based minigames, and customize characters through gear, skills, and unique builds. The game also features a captivating art style powered by Unreal Engine 5.
Putain! Because of redemption, you were chosen. Band together and prepare to claim the life of the Night Lord.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition, someone must extinguish thy flame.
will fight, and they will die. In an unending curse.
Elden Ring. Nightreign is an upcoming standalone spin-off from Elden Ring, developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco. It was officially revealed at the Game Awards 2024. This new installment takes a fresh direction by focusing on cooperative gameplay and survival elements within the Elden Ring universe. The game introduces 3-player co-op PvE combat, where players must unite as uniquely skilled champions to confront the dangers of the creeping night in a dark, challenging world. The game will feature new environments, enemies, and systems while maintaining the essence of From Software's design philosophy. Borderlands 4 was officially announced by Gearbox Software and 2K Games, and is set to release in 2025. The announcement came at Gamescom's opening night live, with a teaser trailer offering a glimpse of an all-new planet and the aftermath of Borderlands 3's ending. The game will continue the iconic looter-shooter gameplay, where players will again take on the role of legendary vault hunters, exploring new worlds, hunting for alien treasures, and, of course, blasting enemies with countless weapons. Gearbox has expressed their excitement about taking the series to new heights, incorporating new features while retaining the franchise's core elements of humor, deep world building, and varied gameplay. Like a Dragon. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is an upcoming spin-off in the Like a Dragon, formerly Yakuza, franchise, starring the fan-favorite Goro Majima in a pirate-themed adventure. Set for release on February 21st, 2025. Combat mechanics. Majima will have two fighting styles, the agile, Mad Dog style and the pirate-inspired, Sea Dog style, which involves dual-wielding short swords and pirate tools. Players can switch styles seamlessly, and for the first time, jumping has been added to combat, enabling mid-air combos. The game spans Hawaii, Rich Island, where Majima wakes with amnesia, the pirate haven Madlantis, and other locations from Like a Dragon. Infinite wealth. Each area offers unique activities, from a pirate's coliseum to mini-games like karaoke and Dragon Kart.
見事なデビュー戦だったな、船長。
やっと会えたな、兄弟。兄弟はやめ言うてろが！この先ずっと記憶喪失のままでいいのか？ヤクザの大幹部だったんだろ。記憶戻るん。
Doom: The Dark Ages is set to release in 2025. This game serves as a prequel to the 2016 Doom reboot and Doom Eternal. It delves into the origin story of the Doom Slayer, taking place in a medieval-like world where players fight against the forces of hell. In this new installment, players will wield more traditional, medieval-style weapons such as skull guns, maces, and saw shields, alongside the familiar shotgun. The gameplay is expected to return to the roots of Doom, with a focus on strategic strafing and impactful projectile combat, reminiscent of the original games. The development team has hinted that the game will feature expansive environments and epic battles with larger enemies, including demon dragons.
In a world where there are no rules, the only law that matters is a loaded gun.
Go ahead, make my day.
My job is not about taking...
ExeKiller is an upcoming first-person action-adventure game set in a retrofuturistic, post-apocalyptic world. Developed by Pardark Studio and published by Null Games. The game is slated for release in 2025. The game unfolds in a dystopian alternate reality where a catastrophic event has transformed Earth into a scorched desert. Players assume the role of Denzel Phoenix, known as the ExeKiller, a bounty hunter serving the powerful corporation Hellion, headquartered in a massive structure over the ruins of New York. As Denzel uncovers truths about his past, he becomes entangled with various factions, leading to a perilous struggle for survival. Engage in dynamic combat sequences, utilizing a variety of weapons and abilities to confront diverse adversaries. Develop Denzel's skills and attributes, tailoring his abilities to suit your preferred playstyle. Navigate a semi-open world environment, uncovering secrets, completing side quests, and interacting with NPCs.
Who are you? I am ExeKiller.
Exoborne is an upcoming tactical open-world extraction shooter developed by Sharkmob, the creators of Vampire: The Masquerade, Bloodhunt. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic version of the United States, where extreme natural forces have wreaked havoc, creating a dangerous environment for players to navigate. Players take on the role of Reborn, survivors equipped with advanced exo-rigs, which provide unique abilities for offense, defense, and mobility. In Exoborne, players face both PvP and PvE challenges. The game features an ever-changing world, where unpredictable natural forces like storms and tornadoes alter the conditions, requiring players to adapt quickly. You'll need to scavenge for resources, engage in high-stakes missions, and battle against rival factions. The game's extraction mechanic adds a layer of risk, as players must safely extract their loot without losing everything in case of failure. Forest Reigns is an upcoming first-person shooter, FPS, developed by VG Entertainment. Set in a post-apocalyptic Paris overrun by a sentient, evolving forest, the game challenges players to adapt and survive in a world where nature has reclaimed the city. Players navigate through a Paris transformed by an aggressive forest, facing deadly creatures and utilizing the environment to their advantage. The game emphasizes adaptability, requiring players to modify their weapons, form alliances with various factions, and explore the open world freely. The forest is portrayed as a conscious entity with its own desires and intentions. Players can interact with it to uncover its mysteries, use it strategically against enemies, or face its wrath based on their choices. The game features detailed environments that blend the remnants of urban Paris with lush, overgrown flora. The contrast between the city's architecture and the encroaching forest creates a unique and immersive atmosphere. Set in a Paris overtaken by a sentient forest, players must uncover the mysteries behind this transformation. The narrative is shaped by player choices, including interactions with factions and decisions that influence the forest. Reactions led by a former SDLKR developer, VG Entertainment aims to deliver a game that combines elements of survival, exploration, and emergent gameplay. Phantom Blade Zero is a highly anticipated action RPG developed by S-Game, blending dark Chinese fantasy, steampunk aesthetics, and martial arts. It emphasizes fast-paced, dynamic combat and showcases an intricate mix of parries, combos, and weapon variety, drawing comparisons to titles like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. The game incorporates a rich narrative inspired by Chinese mythology and features elements of occultism. Known for its hyperkinetic, Souls-like combat style, players engage in duels that require precise timing for parries and counters, complemented by a variety of melee and ranged weapons. Enemies present unique challenges, demanding tactical offense and defense. Bosses are creatively designed, with signature moves and mechanics. Players can experiment with diverse weaponry, such as swords, daggers, and katanas, each with distinct playstyles and effects. Beijing-based S-Game, known for its commitment to high-quality visuals and gameplay. The game is slated for release on PlayStation 5 and PC. Phantom Blade Zero promises an immersive experience for fans of dark fantasy and skill-based combat. It has received significant praise at gaming expos, building excitement among players and critics alike.
Once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
Gotta move quickly now. That floating island is the Gator? Oh, hell no.
South of Midnight is an upcoming third-person action-adventure game developed by Compulsion Games, known for titles like We Happy Few and Contrast. Published by Xbox Game Studios, The game is set in a fictionalized American Deep South and is scheduled for release in 2025 on Windows and Xbox Series X/S platforms. In South of Midnight, players assume the role of Hazel, a young woman who becomes a weaver, a magical mender of broken bonds and spirits, after a hurricane devastates her hometown of Prospero. The narrative delves into Southern folklore, with Hazel encountering mythical creatures inspired by Southern American legends. The gameplay emphasizes Hazel's weaving powers, which are integral for combat, traversal, and puzzle solving. The game also features a distinctive art style that emulates stop-motion animation for its cutscenes, enhancing its Southern Gothic atmosphere.
What the hell?
Hurry up! Jump!
When the fury of emotions sparks the wildfire of violence, it dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
Epsilon 11, sound off. Where are my men?
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
Hell Is Us is an upcoming third-person action-adventure game developed by Rogue Factor and published by Nacon, scheduled for release in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. The game is set in a war-torn country, plagued by both a civil war and a mysterious calamity that has unleashed supernatural creatures immune to modern weapons. Players take on the role of a protagonist armed with specialized weapons to uncover their past and confront these enigmatic threats. A unique aspect of Hell Is Us is its departure from modern gameplay conventions. The game features no maps, quest markers, or compasses, encouraging players to rely on intuition and observation for exploration. This old-school design philosophy focuses on immersive storytelling and challenging players to make their own discoveries. The gameplay is intended to foster creativity and critical thinking, with a narrative that explores deep themes such as human violence, civil conflict, and mysterious phenomena. For those intrigued by its combination of open-world exploration and intense combat, Hell Is Us promises a fresh and thought-provoking experience when it launches.
More than a weapon, it is the soul of a shinobi.
Shinobi, Art of Vengeance is an upcoming 2D action platformer developed by Lizardcube, the studio behind Streets of Rage 4, in collaboration with Sega. The game is scheduled for release on August 29, 2025, and will be available on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. Players will assume the role of Joe Musashi, the series' longtime protagonist and master ninja, who returns home to find his village destroyed and his clan turned to stone. Driven by vengeance, Joe embarks on a quest to battle hordes of enemies and formidable bosses across hand-drawn landscapes. The game offers multiple paths to discover, smooth and satisfying gameplay, and encourages players to attack and react on the move.
The legend continues.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I really don't do small talk.
Nice to meet you too.
So you want to go through more of your crazy stories? My crazy stories?
Split Fiction is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Hazelight Studios, renowned for their award-winning title, It Takes Two. Scheduled for release on March 6, 2025, the game will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. Designed exclusively for cooperative multiplayer, Split Fiction requires 2 players to collaborate, either locally or online. Players assume the roles of Mio and Zoe, two writers trapped within a simulation of their own imaginations after a high-tech attempt to steal their creative ideas goes awry. To escape with their memories and stories intact, they must navigate through a series of challenges that blend elements from both sci-fi and fantasy genres. Cooperative gameplay. Split Fiction emphasizes split-screen co-op, necessitating teamwork to overcome obstacles. The game supports cross-platform play and includes a Friends Pass system, allowing owners to invite a friend to play for free. Diverse environments. Players will traverse a variety of imaginative worlds, seamlessly transitioning between sci-fi and fantasy settings, each with distinct aesthetics and challenges. Unique abilities. Mio and Zoe possess different abilities tailored to their respective genres, requiring players to leverage their strengths collaboratively to progress.
I did not sign up for this! Brace yourself, Zoe!
One woke from a deep slumber.
Fire? I'd almost forgotten how it felt. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker?
The Midnight Walk is an upcoming dark fantasy adventure game scheduled for release in spring 2025 on PS5, PSVR 2, PC, and PC VR platforms. Developed by Moonhood Studios, a team composed of former developers from Zoink Games, creators of Lost and Random and Fae, this game presents a unique visual style inspired by claymation. Every element in the game, from characters to landscapes, was hand-sculpted in clay, 3D scanned, and brought to life using stop-motion style animation. In the game, you play as the Burnt One, navigating a mysterious and eerie world alongside a lantern creature named Potboy, whose flame is crucial for survival. The journey is filled with challenges, including encounters with monsters that seek to extinguish Potboy's light. The narrative unfolds across 5 tales of fire and darkness, featuring a quirky and fantastical cast of characters. Players will use Potboy's flame strategically to light paths, distract enemies, and evade dangers. Wuchang. Fallen Feathers is an upcoming action RPG developed by MindsEye Games and published by 505 Games, set for release in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. The game is a Souls-like adventure set in late Ming Dynasty China, blending dark fantasy with historical themes. Players control by Wuchang, a pirate warrior suffering from ornithropy, a disease that grants supernatural powers but gradually transforms her into a monstrous being. The story unfolds in the land of Shu, ravaged by warring factions and a mysterious illness. Players navigate Wuchang's amnesiac journey to uncover her past and the truth about her curse. The game offers challenging battles against grotesque creatures, requiring strategic use of skills, weapons, and enchantments. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the game showcases detailed environments like ancient temples and overgrown ruins.
My emperor